What is going on, guys? Welcome back to ClaysCoins. It's been a minute, but I'm here for an update video. Give you guys an idea what's going on with the channel, the crypto market as a whole, why I haven't been uploading lately. Well, I'm assuming you guys can tell. What's going on in the crypto market? Most people are losing everything. We keep stair-stepping down, and to be honest, it's not looking too great. We're going to look at some prices today. I'm going to pull up a couple charts. Nothing too crazy. This is more of just an update video, let you know what's going on with the channel. The channel isn't dead. I'm not going anywhere, but it's pretty difficult. Obviously, you can tell just by looking at my videos. Viewership is way down, and that's understandable because most people who started subscribing in the beginning of the year are down 60 to 80% in the certain cryptocurrencies that they invested in. Regardless of which crypto they were, you'd be hard pressed not to be down, 30, 40, 50% at the minimum. If you held just, buying at the beginning of the year, holding till right now, you would be down a ridiculous amount doing absolutely nothing. So, keeping that in mind, obviously, try to put yourself in my shoes. Imagine how hard it is checking your Coinbase account and seeing everything down, and then think about having to go and make a YouTube video about that. It can be pretty difficult sometimes. I started to transition a little bit into more news articles, different things like, current events, international news about cryptocurrency, trying to keep it about crypto, investing, financials, but more of an update, kind of like a Timcast, shout out Timcast IRL, but something, sort of like that, keeping you guys updated, kind of like a crypto news little channel. And I liked that, I enjoyed that. The articles were a dime a dozen for sure, and as you can see, if you go back and look, the viewership is it's a tenth of what my crypto videos get. And obviously, the more views, the more views I get, the more YouTube shows my videos to people, the more the channel grows, which is more incentive to make these videos and makes it more worth it in the end, regardless of the money, just knowing, seeing those views go up. And my channel kind of got started in a perfect storm of almost impossible to top what I was at in the sense of the crypto market, the timing of everything. The fact that in November, Bitcoin was at $60,000. This is an insane comparison to the $16,000 it's at right now, just 1 year later. Just 1 year, we've gone from, in the last 2 years, we've gone from $1.50 Solana to $200 Solana, back down to $15 Solana. November to November to November. Anyways, guys, I am, planning on keeping the channel going. The uploads are probably going to be more based on what's going on in the crypto market because, as I've been waiting to say, I'm pulled out. I'm out of everything. I'm out of every single cryptocurrency that I have except DRIP and MRI. I'm holding MRI long term. I haven't picked up any in a little bit. But I'm not getting rid of my Marshall New anytime soon. I'm in it for the long haul. I don't care, I'm like an AMC or a GameStop ape, you know what I mean? I'm holding until it's the moon, until MRI blows up in the way that it should, because I truly believe in this project. I really do. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'm not going to tell you to go buy any. I'm not going to tell you to buy any cryptocurrency right now. All I'm going to say is that's the one tradable real cryptocurrency that I'm holding, period. That's it. I have BNB on my MetaMask just for gas. I guess you could say I'm holding that, but not really. It's just, a couple dollars. And then DRIP. DRIP has plummeted. The Animal Farm finally launched, and that was excellent for the ecosystem and really detrimental for DRIP in and of itself individually for the time being. Obviously, anything can happen. Everything with FTX and everything like that takes so much trust. Luna, FTX, BlockFi, all these terrible disasters. It sucks, and it makes you really not trust a lot of what goes on in the crypto sphere, in, Web3, on the blockchain. However, as long as everything is in good faith with Forex, and he plans on implementing some of the strategies to make DRIP more useful to hold and not just dump and pull out And because that's what's been happening. Everyone is pulling out their drip every single day to put it into Animal Farm and move it over. So that's why drip has been falling so much over the past little bit. But everything has. It's not an outlier. It's not a, a shooting star that just lights up the night sky in the worst way coming down. It is falling just like everything else is, except there's a very specific reason. Not only is the rest of the crypto market down, but most people are pulling out of their drip accounts and putting it into Animal Farm, getting the dogs, the pigs, all that stuff. Let me know down below in the comment section if you guys are messing around with Drip Network, the Animal Farm launch, anything like that. Just let me know. But that, Drip, and MRI, that's all I have, guys. Right now, that's all I have. That's all I plan to have for the foreseeable future. Let's check out why. Okay, guys, so looking at CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin's up 0.5% on the day, 0.5% on the day. Solana's up 3%. Ethereum's up 1%. That's nothing big. There's nothing miraculous happening. The only reason I'm showing you guys this, Ethereum is up 7% on the week, which is nice to see. But in the last 30 days, Bitcoin's down 21%. Ethereum's down 26%. Year to date, we're still looking at about 70% for both. It's abysmal. It's not something that you look at and think, oh, this is bullish, especially when you have a macro perspective of the global markets, how everything is looking right now. Not even the markets in and of themselves, not even the financial sector, specifically how the sentiment in any investing is right now worldwide, and it's poor. It's not great, and it's not looking to get any better until the most dominant currency in the world, i.e. the US dollar, starts to regain some strength and show that it is building up and growing rather than fixing, band-aiding, and kind of tiptoeing in the water to test the waters every couple months. And then pretty soon we're due for a Fed pivot. Once we have that pivot, we are going to plummet historically. Alex Becker, actually, who's a way bigger YouTuber than I am, obviously, which weird that I'm shouting him out, but he did a pretty good video and looked into a couple things about the Fed pivots and historically how that's affected the S&P 500, I believe it was, and or Bitcoin, and it's never good. It's never good. Obviously, one thing he did that I loved that I have to also mention is he completely tore apart the infamous mythological rainbow Bitcoin chart. That chart is bunk as you know what. I have never been a fan of that chart. Nothing about that is something that I agree with. Every time someone has brought that chart up to me, I have not been a fan of it. I'm not a fan of buy zones and different things like that. That was just too good to be true. It was simply merely a coincidence. And until something like this happens, all I know is, me personally, I would not be following a rainbow Bitcoin chart during waters like these. That is not what I'm using as a flotation device when this ship inevitably starts sinking, which it pretty much already has. If we have another fallout of the level of Luna, FTX, if we see something like Crypto.com, Crowcoin, Solana, if we see Polygon or Cardano fall and fail, we could actually be in one of the worst crypto winters we've ever seen. Because the sentiment just since the FTX stuff is miserable. You guys know it. You guys know how you feel. You know how most people you talk to feel about crypto right now. Most of the stuff you see, you hear, you read, it's not good. And to be completely honest, there's a lot of good reasoning for it. A lot of things have been exploited. A lot of things that people didn't foresee, I guess, for some reason, like the Luna. How an algorithmic stablecoin being depegged in the way that it was not foreseeable with an ecosystem as vast, complex, comprehensive, and intelligently designed as they had. I don't know. It's, and then Duquan, and then now you have Sam Bankman-Fried, however you say it. It's some people, obviously, the worst ruin it for the rest, but sometimes things just happen in certain ways, you know what I mean? And Once they do, it's hard to convince people otherwise that not everything's like this, especially if you were a holder of one of those cryptocurrencies. It's it's pretty hard. You know, it's like when you're sick, when you're a child, and you get really, most people have something that they ate a bunch of, or had something that they used to really like, and they got an upset stomach when they were a kid, and got really sick, and ended up vomiting and puking, and they puke it up, you know what I mean? I think someone I know, it was Boston cream donuts is one of their things. They used to love them. They ate one or two. You know, as a little kid, you can kind of eat sugar forever. Your satiation center never shuts it off. And then they got sick and threw it up. And to this day, you know, being an adult, they still cannot eat a Boston cream donut without thinking about that. Most people have a situation like that in their life, especially when it comes to food. Now, pretty much, you know, what's a lot worse than getting sick and throwing something up? Putting your hard-earned money into something and watching it dissolve into nothing. That sucks. So I can completely understand why certain cryptocurrencies and certain events can leave a bad taste in people's mouth. However, I'm not going anywhere. I still believe in crypto. I'm still going to be jumping back into this market, and that's one of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about. Let's go over just real quick and check the charts. So one thing I'm going to be doing over the next little bit, the next 30, 60, 90 days, maybe upwards of 6 months to a year, 2 years, I'm not planning on holding any money in the market. I think that is a fool's gamble. I would not be holding anything right now. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not an indication of buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency or stock talked about in this video or on this channel. However, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting. All my money's out, like I've said, and, you know, just looking at Bitcoin right here, you can see this does not look like a bullish chart, and historically, you know, this is going back, this is showing us right here was November of 2020. We're almost right back where we were 2 years ago. Can you guys believe that? Can you guys believe that for the first time since 2017, Bitcoin was over this crucial threshold of about 17,000. It broke through and rose all the way up in historic fashion, falling back down to about 29,000 and rising again to over 60,000, closing in on $70,000 a Bitcoin, and then plummeted and through an almost as severe, acute, and impactful of a rise, we had a fall and fell right back down to where we were. And if you'll notice, we did have some bouncing here that is similar to the end of November of last year. Friday, the 27th of November, 2020, we had Thursday and Friday of 2020, we reached lows, which we hadn't seen in a while. We bounced, though, 16,400 and about 16,500. Right around there, we hit a psychological line of resistance. This is on the daily chart. I'm not zooming in too much because this one really doesn't matter as much. I'm kind of just putting it there. However, what we're looking at currently is another bounce off. We're looking at daily candles, so each one of these red or green candlesticks, as they're called, is 1 day. Right around this 15,400 mark, almost exactly 1,000 lower, we have a psychological level of support. This is not a Fibonacci level. This is not a tested hardcore resistance or support line. This is something that people felt as if 15,500 was an excellent buy point. Maybe there were a lot of buy orders, something of that nature. There are many different reasons. There are a lot of different variables of why this would happen, but one thing is not a variable: the fact that we hit almost exactly the same price twice in a row within a couple weeks, and it is holding true to this moment. It looks like we're on our way back down. Looking at the MACD, the RSI, we're looking pretty oversold. It looks like we've had a quote-unquote golden cross up, but please be wary because the last golden cross we had was in September, late September, and that led to almost nothing and then falling back down. So these are not long plays. These are not really a time to swing trade either, unless you can pick out a specific cryptocurrency that has something happen in its ecosystem and you get a big pop, like the Solana with Google News, and you saw that huge run up a little bit ago. Outside of that, it's going to be difficult to time any swing trades unless you're specifically going for 5, 10, 15% gainers, which by all means, if you can do that, make that paper boo-boo, always. I'm never going to tell you that making money is wrong. If you can find a way to do it, keep doing it, and I wish you the best. I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. However, I'm not going to be worrying about anything like that. I'm going to be worrying about watching these levels and seeing, because in my opinion, unless we very quickly reclaim this 17,500 right around there support line, we are falling, and we will test this 10,600, 10,500, this next line of support. We will fall to it. It's only a matter of time with the Fed pivot coming. In my opinion, it should happen by January or February, maybe March or April. However, I do believe it is an inevitable outcome that we will test the 10,600 support line. So when that happens, we are going to see microcaps absolutely plummet. We're going to see Ethereum absolutely plummet. Check this out too. This is a chart that, if you guys have been a fan of the channel for a little bit, comment down low and let me know how long you've been subscribed, and if you're not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like button on the video. Let's try to get this video to 30, 40 likes. Let's go for 40. Let's get 40 likes on the video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, bell notification, all those good things. Share it if you really enjoy it. This is stuff we've worked on for a little while here and there, looking at price charts. Nothing too crazy, not getting into too much of the astrology for men. However, we had a couple tests, and one thing that really shocked me, but these are the markets, is this huge test right here. We broke through late October of this year. We broke through it, and it ended up being a very predatory fake out, because we then plummeted right back down in. For the first time since we started setting this descending wedge, December 1st of last year, we broke out of this descending wedge only to fall back in once again. And as you can see, if we're staying in line with what this descending wedge on Ethereum has told us, we should be heading towards the $1,000 support line relatively soon. By about December 12th, we should be flirting with 1,015 for Ethereum. We might even fall down as low as the 800 to 900 mark. I'm not sure about that yet. It's really in what the sympathetic altering of Ethereum's price will be in comparison to Bitcoin. If anything significant happens, we'll see. Obviously, the Ethereum merge has happened. Ethereum is now a deflationary asset. No matter what happens in the market, obviously that can control a lot of fluctuation in the price, but Ethereum will burn 1% every year forever. That's not going to change. So long term, Ethereum is still an excellent investment. But I'm just giving you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on, what I've been doing. Obviously, I've been pulled out of crypto since this last little run up. I was able to swing a couple things, trade a couple things, get out of this low period, and sell a little high, and here we are. It's Christmas time. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and you do through December. Focus on your family, family time, different things like that, because I don't see the markets getting better anytime soon. Hopefully, now that I've made this video and I can come back at least once or twice a week for you guys and get it going. I might be thinking about starting another channel just for the time being, letting this one kind of marinate for a little bit, coming back to it once in a while. Maybe something sports related, maybe some type of not some type of social political commentary type thing. I've also been thinking about like maybe a reaction video or a reaction channel, something similar to sports or social political issues, different things like that. Just different things that I'm interested in personally. I've also thought about fitness, but we'll give it about a year on that till I can get a little bigger. Speaking of which, if you guys didn't notice, this is a personal record Larry Wheels hoodie, which I just picked up on sale. Gotta love Black Friday, right? But I will give you guys a quick update on Marshall New, ticker symbol MRI. It's the cryptocurrency that's fighting for fighters. You guys know it. They started their own fight league. They pay fighters fight bonuses. You can bet on fighters with the cryptocurrency. They help fighters out with different things. Watch my older videos. I've made plenty of videos on it. I've made dedicated videos on it. And like I said, it is one of the only cryptocurrencies I'm currently holding. I do believe, without question, that this can be up to $1 billion market cap. Yeah, $1 billion market cap. Looking at this right now, there's a 1 billion max supply. That's not talking about what's in the actual circulating supply. That is the max supply that will ever exist, not counting different allocation percentile amounts that the token would be divvied up for. Fully diluted as of this moment is 7 million. We're talking about this could go as high as $1 billion, $1 an MRI. I do believe we can get there, and we will get there in due time. How long will it be? Maybe a couple years. I have no problem on that, because being able to pick this up for less than a cent, when I do believe without question it is only a matter of time until it hits $1, I'm not going to pass up on any investment opportunity like that. I'm still compounding my drip daily, different things like that. I have well over 100 drip. I'm closing in on 150, which is awesome. However, drip is like nothing now, so it kind of takes it away. But, you know, having that natural recompounding happen is pretty cool. Outside of that, guys, that's probably going to be everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of the video, put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below. As you guys know, I am so sorry for the wait, for the lack of an update, but I did bring it to you. I will say that I would have had this video out probably about 2.5 to 3 weeks ago. However, I finally got it. I finally tested positive for you know what, and I mean, it wasn't terrible, but at the same time, I do work 2 jobs in real life, and it was just too much to try to get a hold of, to get a grasp on, and get videos up on YouTube. Life happens, different things happen. I'm back. I'm making this video, letting you guys know what's going on. I should be making another video here pretty soon, and if and when I start up a new channel, I'll be letting you guys know first, and I'll be linking it so you can go subscribe, show some support, different things like that. Anyways, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button. Like I said, I want to get this video to about 40 likes. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit a bell notification so when I do get my lazy butt around to posting another video, you get alerted and you don't miss an update. Obviously, if any crazy things happen in the market, I'll be here to bring it to you. I did not make an FTX video because how diluted could YouTube possibly be? I mean, every single financial content creator that I know, literally everyone, whether it's stocks, friggin' railroad bonds, crypto, they all made a video on it. So, what, you know, you can only, it's beating a dead horse, you know what I mean? It's the age-old expression. No one's going to sit there and watch the exact same thing over and over and over for it to do well. And with my viewership, my impressions right now, different things like that, it just wasn't, it wasn't an intelligent card to play at the moment to try to make a video, take a bunch of time researching, and just to have 20 people see it, you know what I mean? And speaking of which, if you're wondering where the UFC shorts are, the UFC, South Korea, and Brazil had something to say about that, because my channel got hit with a copyright strike. And so, as you can probably tell, all of those UFC videos are now private. I took them down just in case, because I'm not trying to risk the life of my channel on posting content that I was literally just using to draw in an audience. I was completely in my own right for using fair trade, or fair use rather, of the content. It was not in any way me claiming it, but fighting with YouTube and making an appeal just takes way too much time and energy, so I just took down the shorts, whatever. It helped bring, probably about 500 subscribers into the channel, and looking at what we're at right now, that's a pretty sizable amount. So thank you. I'm glad it had, it worked while it did, but probably won't be doing the shorts anymore unless it's organic content related to the channel, which in hindsight is probably what I should have done in the first place, but the views were too good, man. I got like 200,000 views, literally 200,000 views on 2 different videos, one about Nate Diaz, one about Hazmat Jamayev. That's absolutely mind-boggling compared to the viewership on some of my other videos. I think the best video I've ever done is like 5,000 to 6,000 views. The fact that I was getting over 100,000 views on some of those UFC shorts, it's crazy, and it really shows you how hard YouTube's algorithm is pushing shorts. So, one thing you can always do on my channel, watch the video all the way through. Go ahead and watch it twice all the way through if you want. I don't care. Put it on a loop on 1.5 times speed. Comment. All comments help the algorithm. Share the video, like the video. That always helps the algorithm. And of course, subscribe and hit the bell notification. Obviously, if you want to join, show your support, and let me know that you guys like my content and you want to keep seeing it. Make this a little bit more worthwhile. Hit that join button so you can help keep the lights on here, because I know it's a little bit difficult with inflation right now. So anyways, guys, thank you. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Go to the gym. If it's been a little while, I don't know, maybe you don't have a gym near you, look up some at-home workouts, because I promise you'll feel a lot better if you